Good afternoon and welcome into your WBON TV Live at 5 newscast. Filling in for Grindle and Morton this week, I am Michael Watkins. So happy to be with you this week and bringing you into another busy week here on the WBON TV channel. As we come at you live today, we've got the information on the high-speed chase. More details coming out about that today. Helpful hints for hikers this time of year. We've also got information about the chemical weapons that were destroyed at the Bluegrass Army Depot, and a stressful day for Madison County EMS students. But first, we'll lead with those details about that high-speed chase that took place Sunday in Madison County, and it took Richmond police all the way to Rockcastle County. A woman, apparently distraught over the breakup with her boyfriend earlier that day in Richmond, had already fled officers at such high speeds and with such recklessness, officers terminated the pursuit in the early stages. Authorities later located the vehicle again in the area of Saratoga Circle and Lexington Road. That's where the pursuit resumed. The woman fled towards South Keeneland and Lexington Road, nearly striking a vehicle in that intersection before fleeing onto southbound Interstate 75, according to officers. The citation goes on to say the woman transitioned back and forth in her black RAV4 using all lanes, including the right shoulder, nearly striking countless vehicles and endangering officers and civilians, driving at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour. Kentucky State Police successfully deployed stop sticks, flattening the subject's right tire near exit 62 in Rockcastle County. That's when she exited and drove through a subdivision where multiple people were outside for the Labor Day holiday. The subject eventually stopped and was able to be apprehended. Arrested was 24-year-old Alexis Livingood of Paris. She is now facing over 25 charges and is lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. One motorcyclist died and another had to be hospitalized over the Labor Day holiday. The fatal wreck occurred Sunday on the Mountain Parkway near mile marker 30 around Slade. Randy Howell from Pikeville, Kentucky, was traveling west operating a motorcycle when he lost control, causing it to overturn. Charles Roberts, also from Pikeville, was also traveling west operating a motorcycle. Mr. Roberts lost control of his and overturned while attempting to avoid the first wreck. Mr. Roberts was transported to the University of Kentucky Hospital for treatment of his injuries. Randy Howell was pronounced deceased at the scene by the Powell County coroner. The case remains under investigations by the Moorhead, Kentucky State Police. Well, today, Madison County EMS students who have spent the last 2 weeks working towards their certification were put to a massive test today in a mock active shooter incident that was supposed to act as a real-life scenario. Students were told today was going to be a skill day. Then, when they showed up, they found out what was really happening. Causing all the false chaos in the middle of a random Tuesday is supposed to prepare students for what they could see after graduating from the program. Almost 2 hours after the students were sent to tend to their victims, the mock situation was diffused and the students were sent away with a valuable learning experience, showing how quickly a normal slow day can become something much bigger. Madison County EMA officials have told WBON that if you, sitting at home now watching this, want to learn how to respond to emergencies just like this mock emergency, you can join their classes, which will be starting up in the beginning of November, this fall, beginning on November 28th. Spots are limited for these classes, so they encourage anyone that might be interested to register now. There will be an update on the completion of chemical weapons destruction at a quarterly public meeting to be held tomorrow, September 6th in Richmond. Attendees will learn more about the closure process and processing of agent-contaminated secondary waste at the Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction Pilot Plant. The meeting is open to the public and information packets will be provided. Public comment periods will occur throughout the discussion. The meeting will be held at the Carl D. Perkins Building, rooms A and B at Eastern Kentucky University, Kit Carson Drive in Richmond, beginning at 1:30. For those who are not able to attend in person, a live video stream of the meeting will be available on the Program Executive Office Assembled Chemical Weapons Alternatives. You can also find those links in the story up now on WBONTV.com and on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, as the weather starts to cool off, one thing we all need to be paying closer attention to is snakes. More specifically, we are entering baby copperhead season. The population of copperheads in Kentucky are much higher between late August and the time when the weather starts getting cold. If you are a hiker who likes to take your dogs with you, then use extreme caution, as copperhead bites are more dangerous to dogs and they are to humans, and dogs, because of their nature, are more likely to be bitten. It's now time for our first commercial break here on the newscast. Glad to have you along with us. We've got weather, another video story, and so much more coming your way next here on the Live at 5 newscast on Channel 9.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow. Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Did you know Markham and Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Welcome back into Live at 5. It was a hot and muggy Labor Day weekend, which also carried over into today. WBON TV meteorologist Sam Ryan is here today. And Sam, I've got two questions for you. When will we start getting some of that cool fall weather? And secondly, how is this weather affecting the traffic out there?
As we look at I-75 north of Richmond, you can see the traffic moving along nicely. A beautiful day. We've got a front that's going to be moving in. See this swirl right here? This is a water vapor image, but it shows kind of the circulation in the atmosphere. That is a wave that's going to be pushing this front over us as we head into Wednesday, with a chance at a few thunderstorms developing along with that. We get on the back side of this technically cold front. We'll see that humidity drop a little bit as we go into the weekend. So good news there. But again, we'll dodge a few of these spotty showers and storms, perhaps as early as tonight. See some of those moving in from the west. Not expecting severe weather. That's good news. Could have some gusty winds out of a few cells. Certainly possible there as they move on through. And maybe even some hail. But again, right now we're not underneath any kind of slight risk or anything of that nature. We'll just have some lingering clouds, perhaps some fog out the door on Thursday morning. So once that passes by, and those temperatures will drop a little bit, cooling things off just a smudge, and we'll see the humidity drop a little bit. As far as rainfall amounts are concerned, and notice a little bit less to the east, a little bit more to the west. And so we get up towards Lexington, and looks like just over 0.3 of an inch. Locally here, maybe around 0.15 to 0.2 of an inch or so. Our temperatures this evening will be falling down into the upper 60s, still kind of a humid overnight tonight, and tomorrow still warm, high of 87 degrees as that system begins to move in, spread some of those thunderstorms to the area, lingering shower storm threat into the day Thursday, high 81. And notice how we start to cool off, feeling a little more like autumn or September, if you will, heading into the weekend. 78 degrees on Friday, does not look nice. 77 for the day on Saturday. Get to really enjoy things. Maybe there's some football games on, and we'll get to watch those hanging out in the upper 70s.
Thanks, Sam. And don't forget, for weather all the time, you can find it online, WBONTV.com, or check out the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, one local nonprofit is looking to help teens who may be facing mental health issues. Upward Bound Ministries is about to launch a new after-school program which will teach youths technology skills to help curb harmful social media experiences. With more on this story, we turn it over to WBON TV's Gage Hill.
In recent years, there has been a bigger focus set forth on the correlation between social media use and the mental health of teens. This comes after increasing numbers of teens have turned to social media as their main form of entertainment. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, up to 95% of youths aged 13 to 17 reported using a social media platform, with more than a third saying they use social media, quote, almost constantly, end quote. In a 2023 U.S. Surgeon General's advisory, it was stated that 8th and 10th graders now spend an average of 3.5 hours per day on social media. Studies have shown that teens who spend more than 3 hours per day on social media face an increased risk of experiencing poor mental health outcomes like depression or anxiety. With sobering statistics like that, parents may be wondering how they can help their child navigate this new era of online communication. That's where organizations like Upward Bound Ministries, Inc. are stepping up. Upward Bound Ministries is a nonprofit, faith-based organization situated within the CHI Health St. Joseph Hospital in Berea, Kentucky. Since their establishment in 1998, their mission has been to make a positive impact on their community through various programs. Founder of Upward Bound Ministries, Darnell Hill, tells WBON their newest program, the Adobe EDU Exchange Program, is an initiative that looks to empower teens through learning opportunities and hands-on experiences.
We are in an identity crisis. Kids they have a real hard time identifying who they are, knowing who they are, or even why they are here. We know that people, they go on you've seen it on the news, they go on Facebook and they get all sorts of influences that are not always good and positive for them. So we want to give kids something so exciting and something so enriching that they don't have time to go down these bad roads or get influenced by other social media platforms that really is not giving them the things that would be nutritious for them.
The Adobe EDU Exchange Program will be open to students aged 13 to 18 who are interested in learning Adobe applications. These include programs like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. Through partnership with Upward Bound Ministries, Adobe instructors will guide the students enrolled in the program. Darnell says that an important part of this program will implement new AI-assisted technology.
We think that by them learning this skill in this day, because it's a digital world, you got AI coming down the pike at warp speed, and these kids need to get involved and get to learn and know what's going on, because it's going to be a part of their life. This thing is big, and it's going to change the whole dynamics of how we operate. Businesses, everyone is going to be affected.
In addition to learning Adobe programs, Upward Bound Ministries will also be offering spiritual counseling, which will emphasize the importance of family and caring for the less fortunate.
We don't know what a child is going through. A lot of times a child is constantly hearing negativity. You cannot always put negativity into a child. You have to lift them up and let them know how special they are and how much the Lord really loves them.
The anticipated launch of the program is in mid-September and is expected to last 4 to 6 weeks, taking place every Tuesday and Thursday. To register your child for these courses or to find out more about Upward Bound Ministries, you can visit their website at www.ubmky.com. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. We'll step aside for another commercial break. We'll have sports when we come back on WBON TV Live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Well, this Labor Day weekend had many football scores to cover, and tonight there is the big volleyball game taking place here in Madison County. To recap and preview everything that's going on, we turn it over to the guy with all the drip, WBON TV sports anchor Dawson Rule.
Let's get sports started with looking back at Friday night's county clash between Southern and Central, which resulted in a big win for the Eagles up in Tomahawk Valley. Madison Southern won the game 18-6. Here are some of the best plays from that night.
And called a little audible.
He fakes the handoff and takes it up the middle himself, and he's got room, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 5, brought down, I think at the 1-yard line is Ethan Moore. They give it to Mullins, a wide head in front of him, and it looks like he punches it in.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Give him some last-minute instruction, takes the snap, hands off to Whitehead up the middle. He finds a crease, dragging, running over, dragging more. He's going to get about a 30-yard gain after being hit 2 yards into that, carrying people bouncing off of him like a bowling ball.
Jamie, what has lit the spark under this offense? This is a totally different team than we saw at the beginning of the game. It's a totally different team we've seen the last 2 games. What's going on here?
Then Moore gets in the end zone again for Madison Southern to take a 2-score lead. Quarterback draw with both Whitehead and Mullins lead blocking for him. And he got just across that goal line.
Check out the replay here. Yeah,
touchdown of the game.
Moore getting in across the goal line on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. Man, a big play there and a big momentum shift in this game.
They've done all of their work on the ground so far. Not completed a single pass. Up back snap there to Whitehead. Or maybe Preston Williams, and he got in for the 2-point conversion. They lined up in that swinging gate formation. That was Whitehead. Such a great weapon to have, and he's going to try from 33 to increase this lead to 18. Snap's good. The kick's up. It's long enough. Looks straight. 3 more points. Madison Southern leads at halftime, 18-0 over the Madison Central Indians.
Back to the action. Bryant Mathis will get into the end zone for a Madison Central touchdown. Indians on the board as the lights show begins. And Dawson, it took us a while, but here early on in the fourth quarter, the Indians are on the board, and a very well executed drive by the Madison Central offense as KJ Wells leads them down the field for 6 and potentially 2 more as the Indians will go for the 2-point conversion.
I like going for 2 here because eventually if you want to come back, you're going to have to go for 2. So get it out of the way now. If you get it, perfect. If not, well, you're going to be chasing points anyway, regardless of what you do on this extra point. So might as well try and knock it out here.
The Indians will fall to 0-3 on the year. Madison Southern will get their first win. We will step aside for 3 minutes here on the post-game show, the Chenault Vineyards post-game show. We'll wrap it all up and crown our CT Diesel performance of the game when we come back here live on WBON TV.
Now for some other quick game notes from the weekend. EKU football lost 66-13 to Cincinnati on Saturday. UK beat Ball State 44-14. Now these 2 local colleges will meet at Kroger Field on Saturday. As the game nears, I'll have more news and updates on this. But for now, Michael and I are going up there to cover the Colonels. A Madison County softball star just committed to her next school. Andrea Linton, who plays softball at Madison Central, committed to be at Transylvania for the next 4 years. Shout out to Andrea for her big commitment and all the work she's put in to be here. Enjoy your senior season, Andrea. Tonight is the annual Mad Pink game for some of the county volleyball teams. Madison Central will play Madison Southern, and the Tribe are 7-3, while the Eagles are 4-7. So this is a big game for both teams, rivalry-wise, and the meaning of the game. EKU is also playing its first volleyball home game tonight versus Marshall. So if you prefer to go to that, go support the Colonels. That's all for Sports Today. This is going to be a great week of local sports, so stay tuned here. This is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson. We'll step aside for our final commercial break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back on WBON TV live at 5.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
It's apple sipping season at A&W, the perfect time to enjoy one of our new apple pie shakes. Each sip feels like fall in a mug. A delicious combination of apples, spices, and vanilla soft serve. Come on in and get to sipping, only at A&W. Feeling saucy? Come down to A&W and dip a juicy 5-piece hand-breaded chicken tender combo into our new spicy 3-pepper fire sauce or our new savory A&W sauce. Dip into A&W and try them today.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
At WBON TV9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here.
Today is another Tasty Tuesdays event in downtown Richmond. Be sure to check it out starting at 5 p.m. So it's already begun. It'll go till 8 p.m. this evening at Irvin McDowell Park. That is 345 Lancaster Avenue. There'll be live music by the New Developments, plus food and beverage vendors including Piggin' Out, Drea's Catfish Bucket, Kona Ice of the Bluegrass, Travelin' Tom's Coffee of the Bluegrass, Dreamin' Creek Brewery, and Chenault Vineyards, plus so much more. Be sure to stop by today and check it out. Always a fun event down there at the Tasty Tuesdays, a summer creation from a couple of years ago that has continued to hang around, and there won't be too many of those left for us here this year. Also, we want to look at this video. Some Labor Day visitors at Cave Run Lake couldn't believe their eyes this weekend when pink flamingos were spotted. Amanda Woods Frazier shared this video with our media partner LEX18. It is unknown if Hurricane Idalia brought the birds this far up north or what the birds will do when colder weather hits. Hopefully fly back to more seasonal and indigenous regions down south. Pretty cool video there. Tell you what, folks, we hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. We know it was hot, but as Sam told us earlier, there are some cooler weather coming our way. Don't forget tonight the Mad Pink game, something that we are always proud to bring to you every single year. Madison Central versus Madison Southern in volleyball action taking place tonight here on WBON TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The varsity game set to start around 7:30, so be sure to tune into that. That'll do it for us today, folks. Thanks for watching. I am Michael Watkins. I'll be back with you tomorrow and to finish out the week as well here on the WBON TV Live at 5 newscast, where every local story starts here.